Hi Nikhil.
Hello, sir.
Let's wait for others to join.
Yes.
Hello guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so let's wait for a couple of minutes before we will start. Is
Okay,
that
brother.
Okay. So in the meantime, since you guys already joined up, right? So let's take a quick intro. If you can tell me about yourself. Let's start with Nikhil, since he joined earlier. So Nikhil.
Well, my name is Nikhil. I
I think your voice is breaking, Nikhil.
am searching for a job.
Okay. All right. Sure. So how much experience do you have?
It's 2.4 year.
That is completely in manual, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to learn automation from scratch.
Yes.
Okay. And Suraj?
Hello Praveen, I am Suraj. I am from Pune.
Oh,
Uh,
Pune. I am also in Pune. From which part?
okay. I am currently staying in Moshi,
Moshi.
Pune Moshi.
Okay.
Yeah. I am now working with Masab Infotech Private Limited as a QA analyst.
Okay, great.
I have around 2.8 year experience in manual as well as automation.
Great. I'm so sorry. Pale, how do you pronounce your name? Sorry, Pragatika, right?
Praveen, my name is Pragatika. I'm from Puri, Odisha.
Okay.
I'm having 4+ years of experience. I have worked in IT field too.
Okay.
So I have worked in manual testing. I have worked in so many technologies. Also, I have worked in manual testing. Now working in Mindtree as a database test engineer.
Okay. Great to hear that. I
Thank
think
you.
someone else has
I'm also very much interested to learn automation from scratch,
great.
as I have forgotten all the coding knowledge and all.
No problem. Okay, so
Yeah.
thanks Pragatika. So Manuja, right?
Yeah,
Can you introduce yourself quickly? So after that we'll start.
my name is Manuja Anand. Currently, I'm working in Accenture as a manual QA. So I wanted to upskill in automation.
Okay.
So I joined this training.
Sure.
I have 1.9 years of experience.
Okay, great. And that is completely into manual, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
manual testing.
Okay, I think people started joining. Pawan has joined recently and Jana has joined. So Pawan, can you briefly tell? So we'll probably, guys, will start at 7:35. Okay. I'm so sorry. So if somebody joined after that, maybe we can skip and start the session. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes. Is that okay, Praveen?
Yes, Praveen.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks. So anyone who wants to introduce yourself, whoever joined late, can go ahead before we start. Like Pawan, I think Pawan has joined and somebody else has also joined.
Yeah, hi Praveen. Myself Pawan. So I have 10 years of experience into testing, and have a good exposure on Selenium as well. But still, I want to join this course. Why? Because like I want to. I mean, I have with respect to advanced level, I'm not that much good, and also the rest assured and all. I'm completely. I don't know anything about it with respect to rest assured. So I want to gain some knowledge with these sessions. So for that reason, I am joining this course.
Sure. Thank you, Pawan. Thanks for your introduction.
Also, Praveen, I have less knowledge in Azure technology.
Okay.
I want to learn from you.
Sure. That we are going to cover definitely in the part of this entire course. We are going to learn Azure DevOps as well.
Yes.
So that is something which is trending nowadays. So we're going to go cloud definitely, because that's one of the required thing nowadays. I think just for you guys, I just wanted to let you know that there is one more person in the group currently, and I have worked with her. Her name is Chaitali. So Chaitali, can you just quickly introduce yourself? We can start after that, I guess.
Hello, hi everyone, I'm Chaitali. So I joined this group to learn more because every time previously when we worked with Praveen, we got to learn many things. So again this time API testing, I'm good at it, but for the automation side, I really don't have much exposure. So I'm here to learn about it.
Sure. Thanks so much, Chaitali, for joining. Okay,
Thank
guys,
you.
I'm so sorry we are not having that much time that we can go with the introduction of everyone. So we are skipping the introduction part as of now. We will be jumping to the session. So I have prepared a slide, and I think I've shared this slide with all of you. If anyone who does not have the access to either this slide or any of the content that you would need or meeting invite, then do let me know. I'll add you on the respective places. So just a brief what we are intending here. So this is not related to just Selenium. This is not related to just Azure DevOps, or not related to API automation. This is the entire ecosystem that we are going to cover. Okay, be it a desktop application automation, be it API application automation, be it web automation, and be it creating the entire framework from scratch based on the requirements of the application. We are going to cover everything from scratch. Okay, in the process of doing all of this, you might land up creating certain reusable components, and you might have to you might have to maintain all that somewhere so that you can enhance it over a period of time. So that how to do that, what should be the approach, everything that we are going to cover in this particular session. So that is everything related to automation. So it would also include certain application development if required. So currently I don't have a plan. I am completely blank what I'm going to deliver, how I'm going to deliver, to be frank with you guys. But it all depends on how we take it, the entire community that we are trying to build here, how we are going to adapt and how we are going to learn, and what priority we are going to create. That is what is going to decide the path of this entire session. Okay, a quick introduction of mine. You might have already seen this. So this is what I have worked on till date. I have around 13 plus years of experience. I have started my career as a trainer. So I have been into NIT. I trained multiple people, be it corporate or engineers at that time. So I've been into training start of my career. I have been into software development. I have been into manual and automation testing as well. These are some of the programming languages that I have used and worked on, and these are some of the test frameworks that I have worked on. In terms of UI automation testing, be it desktop, web or mobile, I have used these tools. In terms of API, these are the tools. Accessibility, performance and security are the key aspects of any application testing. So if you are interested, we can go in that depth also. Talking of cloud tools, we have Azure DevOps, Jenkins, Dockers. There are certain paid tools as well, like SauceLab, BrowserStack and Lambda Test for cloud. Okay, even though Azure DevOps is also paid, but for a certain limit, like if you're practicing something at your personal level, then it is completely free. There is no additional cost. Then from a database perspective, I have worked on all of these databases, out of which IBM databases are kind of obsolete nowadays, but these three are trending as of today. Not Oracle that much, but definitely MS SQL, Kafka and Snowflake are some of the trending database or streaming services which are trending. Okay, then creating application, I have created around 10 odd frameworks, customized frameworks based on application as of today. And on my GitHub, currently these are all private components. You will not be able to see them because they are private repositories. But I have around 40 plus components that I have created on GitHub, my personal GitHub repository. So this is a quick introduction of myself. So in this session, so any questions still? I mean, I don't think there would be any questions, but just I wanted to know if you have any queries or questions that you want me to answer.
Praveen, can you cover REST assured or Karate framework?
Yes, okay. So that's something which we are going to take a look after this slide. So these are the topics. I'll come to that. Any other questions?
Praveen, are you recording this session?
Yes, I'm recording as well as live streaming this session on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel as well.
Okay. Okay, please share with us.
Sure, definitely.
Praveen, the timings will be the same every day. The session will be at the same time, or else like it's a different.
Okay, that is also something that we are going to discuss in the next slide. Thanks for the question though.
Praveen, how many sessions are there in that class?
Okay, I think it's all coming to the session part. So let's quickly jump to that so that I can answer those questions. So nothing till this point that we have covered that you have questions, it seems. Okay, so I'll answer all of that. Maybe if I miss something, you can again ask that question. I'm so sorry about that here only. But I'm just going to cover, try to cover all those questions that you have asked. So in this first input that I wanted from you guys is timing. So based on the registrations that I have got, most of the people are asking for 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. timing. So is it suitable, or do you want any other preferred timing?
Yes, this is suitable for us.
This is
8 to
suitable.
10.
Anyone who?
Yeah, evening time will be good for us.
Which one?
Evening time will be good.
Evening time would be good, correct? So
Yeah, for us also it is fine. Like evening time is preferable.
Okay, great. So probably we are going to keep it at evening, 8 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. So which any suggested time that you have, like 8:30, 7:30, anything?
7:30 to 9:30, it is preferred for me.
Okay.
Yeah, even I second that 7:30 to 9:30 is preferable.
Okay. So the time that you are currently having the session is preferred for all of you, right? Anyone who thinks that it is not preferred for him or her?
Sir,
Yeah, 7:30 to 9:30 is fine.
sir, 8
And
to 10
how about
is
Saturdays
fine,
and Sundays? How about Saturdays and Sundays? Are we going to have sessions or no?
Okay, so that depends. If we are doing it on a everyday basis, I would probably want to have my own personal space as well. I think all of you might also want to have. So we probably are not going to have, but if required, if you think that if you want additional sessions, we can decide on that basis. Currently, there is no plan on weekends. Or other way around also we can shift. We can have it on weekends only rather than doing on weekdays. That is also open for me. I mean, I can do that part as well. Okay, so it seems like people are confused, or people want to take their time to decide. So I'll do one thing. I'll share another form, okay, a registration or kind of Google form, wherein I would try to take an input specifically on the times and dates format. Okay, so that based on whatever feedback I get, I'll probably create one session or two different sessions for two different time zone people who are supporting two different time zones. Based on that, we'll have session one for one specific time zones, maybe in the morning time zone and morning Indian time zone, and one for the evening one. Okay, so that could also be done, but before doing that, I would try to take a input from all of you, that which time do you prefer and what time you want the session to be. Is that okay?
Yes. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you guys. So that was about timing. Now the second important thing is the depth of the topic, because this would define or rather create the entire timeline for us. Because if we are going in depth of each of the topic in the first go, then it would impact the entire timeline of the course, right? Or if we just want to take a look at the higher point of each topic and then move ahead with the other topics, then it would shorten the time for the entire course. So again, I think it should be the basic pointers should be covered that would allow you to go and do certain R&Ds at your level also. So that is minimal that we are going to cover. But if you want that, no, it should be even more further into depth of a particular topic, then we can decide based on that. Okay, so that is again, what do you think? It should be minimal required knowledge on each topic, or it should be in depth of each topic? Okay, no inputs.
In depth of
Minimal.
topic.
Okay, again I see a lot of disparities in preference. So so for now let's keep it minimal for now. Okay, anyone who wants in depth can obviously reach out to me anytime. And the beauty of the internet nowadays is that you can post your comment anytime that you get a query in your mind or question in your mind. You can post that on multiple forums that I'm going to share with you. Okay, and I'll try to answer each one of those questions as and when I'll get a time. Or you can reach out to me if it is complex enough. I'll try to accommodate all of that and have a separate session on that particular topic separately, so that we can all benefit from it. And does that sound good for now?
Okay.
Okay, so one more thing, for now I think all people who are joined are from India only, but the request that I have got was around 150 people, which spans across the globe. So probably I'm going to divide this entire session into 2 different sessions based on the time zone. And the second thing is related to this entire session, there are few things which are going to go in parallel. Okay, so that I'll cover later part. So for timing and depth, as I said, I'm going to share. So sorry guys, this is kind of work from home situation. So sorry to disturb you on these little things. Okay, so coming back to the point, I'm going to share a form for timing. I'm going to probably share the form for depth of topic as well. So if most of the people are interested on a particular topic in depth, then I'm going to probably create another stream for that particular topic that will cover the depth of that topic itself. Okay, so these are the 2 things. And then before moving ahead, there are certain conventions. Okay, now why these conventions is because people I have been into training in a lot of years. Okay, but I have seen people that they don't ask questions. Okay, so that is one of the most important requests to all of you. Even if you think that the question might sound stupid, it might be known to most of the people, I would sound stupid if I ask that question. Don't worry about that. Okay, even after telling this that you can ask any questions, okay, if you feel that no, I'm not going to ask that question, feel free to ping me on my WhatsApp or Telegram group, okay, and ask that question. Don't keep that question to yourself. It's a humble request, because you might think that it is a stupid question, or it is a non-relevant question, or whatever the thought that you might have, but it will impact your learning on a longer run. That is not my objective. The objective of the entire session is to share the knowledge, create a community that will build up the entire automation ecosystem. So we are here to learn from each other's experience. Okay, I know there are tons of things that you already know which I can learn from, okay, but there are certain things which I want to share which I know already based on my experience, and hence we are here. Okay, we are here to help each other. So that objective should not be violated. If you have any questions, I would request you, holding my hands together, please ask that question so that others would also get benefited from it. Okay, even if you still don't feel that I should not ask this question in this forum, you can personally ping me and ask those questions. Okay, So that is first request to all of you. Then others are.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
You were saying that WhatsApp group and Telegram group are there.
Correct.
So can you please share us the links so that we can join in that?
Sure. I have shared it. I think, okay, whoever has joined, I'll share that link again. So let me go to the first slide. Here you will find the GitHub that I have, okay, and here is the Facebook group that I have, and LinkedIn group that I have created, and this is my Facebook account. This is my WhatsApp number, and also I'll share the Telegram and WhatsApp group links with you separately after the session today. Okay, is that okay?
So these sessions are completely Selenium with Java or Selenium with along with .NET also, C#.NET also. Java.
Yes. Okay. So I'm coming to that. So this was related to the conventions. Okay. Rest, I think it is. I think, guys, if you can mute yourself. Pawan, you have anything to share?
Sorry, I wasn't. Sorry, I forgot to.
No, that's okay. Nothing to be sorry about. Okay. So these conventions are okay for all of you, right? Each topic will be covered in optimized way. The question need to be saved and asked at the end of the topic, so that even if the topic is covered completely and if you still didn't got the answer to the topic, you can then ask the question. So before moving to the next topic, we are going to make sure that all the questions that you have should be answered, and the forums would be created. So you would have YouTube, Telegram, WhatsApp and Facebook to ask your questions anytime that it clicks in your mind, so that you don't forget and to ask that question. And this is the most important one. That's the reason why I was stressing this out, because the question should not be in your mind, you should clear it out. Okay, now moving to the topics that are going to be covered, we are going to start from the scratch.
Hey, hi Praveen.
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb. Did you share your screen?
Sorry.
Did you share your screen?
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't share my screen.
Yes, Praveen, you are not sharing the screen.
Even I'm wondering whether I'm not able to see it.
Oh,
My
I'm
problem.
so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about
That's
it.
okay.
Can you guys see it now?
Yes, now we will
Now
see.
we
it.
can able to
Yes.
see.
Okay. So sorry about that. So this is the first screen. I'm so sorry about it. I feel a little embarrassed kind of now. So this is my introduction. You can go through this PPT. Okay. And this is the convention that I was talking about. And for timing and depth of the topic, we are going to create another form that you would be submitting. Now, in terms of topic, okay. So in terms of topic, we are going to start from scratch, from OOPS concept. Then after that, we are going to have 2 sessions running parallelly, one on Java and one on C#. So if you want, you can join Java and C# or both. Okay. Then right after this, there would be a Azure DevOps introduction session, so that what would be covered in introduction, that whatever code that you will be writing after learning Java and C# need to be made available at all time for everyone, so that you can maintain the version of the code and you can enhance it over a period of time. You don't have to rewrite the things. Rewriting is something I'm completely against of. So you think of a logic, implement it, improve it if you want, but don't rewrite the logic. Okay, so that we are going to do it in the first session only. How to use Azure DevOps, how to create accounts, how to create a GitHub repository, and how to maintain it. The complete session would be on Azure DevOps. Again, these 2 would be in parallel. Okay, so there would be 3 sessions running parallelly. Then after that, we are going to jump on Selenium and Playwright after this session gets over. So Selenium is one of the famous tool. I don't have to give the intro about, but Playwright is fairly new. For those who know a tool called as Puppeteer, so the development team of Puppeteer has created the same tool called as Playwright. The only thing is that Puppeteer was created by Google, so those development team members were there in Google when they created Puppeteer. When the entire team moved to Microsoft, then they recreated the entire API with additional language bindings like C#, Java, JavaScript, it was already there, and Python. So using those language bindings, they recreated the entire tool. Now it is called as Playwright. So this is now under the umbrella of Microsoft, and this is open source, as you all know. Next is API. So for API, we all know REST Assured, we all know REST Sharp, but what I think most of the people might not know is HTTP client, which is the most common tool for sending and receiving the request, which is API request. Okay, so HTTP client is the core of REST Assured, and HTTP client is a core of REST Sharp also. Okay, so we are going to first understand what is HTTP client and how to use it to do a API request response. Okay, and at the end we are also going to cover the REST Assured and REST Sharp. So this is just a start. There will be long list here, as I told you, like probably we are going to cover this if required, the entire thing, but for now we are going to stick with this. Any questions related to the topics that need to be covered?
Praveen, what is the difference between Selenium and Playwright?
Okay, so Selenium is actually
I know about the Selenium, but I'm not aware of Playwright.
okay, so Playwright is altogether a different system. So nowadays, if you see, Catalan is one of the tool. Okay, then there are tons of tool based on Python. There is a tool called as Robot Framework. Okay, then there is one tool called, there are Azure DevOps based tools. Okay, cloud based tools. Sorry, Sauce Lab, Browser Stack, Lambda Test. All of these tools are based on Selenium itself. Selenium is a JSON wired protocol, as you might already know, but Playwright is a rewritten framework from scratch, okay, which does not depend on JSON wired protocol. It depends upon the DevTool protocol, which is recently been launched by Chrome as a part of Chrome libraries. Okay, so that DevTool protocol is used by Playwright in order to control the browser and its actions, and it is claiming to be faster than Selenium, but I have created a framework which I tested it as well. It is as good as Selenium. There is nothing difference in the performance. The only difference that people might feel is because of the way they are creating the framework. So why it is so important, the framework creation and the architecture? Here is the reason why. If you don't optimize your framework, it would be giving unoptimized performance. But if you know how to create an optimized framework in terms of performance, Selenium and Playwright are as same as possible in terms of performance. So Playwright is nothing related with Selenium. It is not on top of Selenium. Playwright is altogether a different tool following a different protocol. Selenium is following a different protocol, and it is quite a old library that is there in the market. And
Okay. Is it Playwright is a open source tool or else like a cost?
Yes, it is completely free. It's not open source. So there is a difference in open source and free. Okay.
Free, okay.
Open source is you can take the code, modify it. There will be no legal actions against you. That is what
Okay.
open source means. That you can get a source code and you can modify and then send it again to somebody to use. Okay.
Praveen, what type of language Playwright is supported? Java, Python?
Yeah, just a minute. I'll just answer that question. I'll come back to your question again. So, sorry, I'm so sorry about that. So, open source is that, and paid is like you don't get access to code, you don't get modification rights. But in open source also there is a limitation. If you give a license